it's just like a very weird, like kind of exciting feeling when a dog draws blood from you because you're like, ooh, if I wanted to, I could have you killed now.
Brunch.
Hit it, boys. Tommy John Misty season.
Tommy John Misty season?
Yeah, Shohei Ohtani has to get Tommy
Father John
John's
Misty's
surgery.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I saw that he was injured. I didn't see that he needed fucking Tommy John.
He has to get Tommy John surgery. He's expected to be out, assuming he gets it, until 2020. Hilarious.
Really?
The one time people were like, oh, wait a second, baseball is exciting. Here's why baseball is exciting. And then they're like, well, if Trump doesn't get us killed, baseball will be excited in 2020. So that's our first ever baseball block. It went unbelievably. It's Monday, and people are pissed. You're annoyed with our friend Papa John Josh, who's not on Twitter.
I am annoyed. I'm annoyed because you told me this weekend you went to go see Hotel Artemis, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but you went to see it. You told me that there's a Father John Misty song, because he's in the movie.
Yes.
There's a Father John Misty song exclusive to the movie. Yeah. It is only found in the movie. And, well, that's not true because it was posted online afterwards.
Someone found a way to get it online, but it was
intended solely for the movie, and it's a fucking jam. It is like the most like mainstream top 40 country song.
Yeah, it's just like a polished, like nice happy country song.
Yes.
I sold my fortune, I gave up my claim, I traded sunshine for the pouring rain. I followed wise men, but I turned the other way. And someday I'll up and fly this guilty.
I'm mad because it's weird because it's like Father John Misty could be the biggest fucking star in the world, could have like an amazing catalog of top 40 songs and go down as like this legend, but he doesn't want to.
I like that I think that in his mind he has like this kind of one for me, one for them kind of thing that a lot of people, like John Mayer was notorious for that.
Definitely doesn't have that. He has a 75 for me, 0.5 for you.
Exactly. Like, and just like every now and then he'll do like Real Love Baby or something. And I think that when people get in that mindset of like, oh, one for me, one for them, blah, it's like, who are you talking to? Just fucking, just make the good stuff and go from there. I don't know. I wouldn't change a thing about that guy, but it is funny when every now and then when you hear a song and you're like, oh yeah, he actually got dressed and went to work today.
That guy cleans up nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's funny that you brought up John Mayer because I thought about this like a couple months ago, but like, when was the last time you ever heard a John Mayer song on the radio?
That's a good question, and that's a good barometer for people. I was in the Beyonce Rihanna discussion with someone a few years ago, and he was like, how often do you hear Beyonce on the radio? And I was like, ooh, that's actually
true.
Yeah, like obviously a ton, but nowhere near as much as you hear Rihanna.
Yeah, but like even John Mayer's new stuff, like a lot of that could translate to the radio.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily super poppy, but there are like Ed Sheeran gets on the radio for sort of similar stuff.
New Light, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Should definitely be on the radio.
Maybe I
all
just
the time.
don't listen to the radio much, or
that's
don't
what I was gonna
listen
say.
to
I
the
don't
right
know.
stations.
Yeah. What do you? I don't.
But like John Mayer is a huge fucking name. He's still like a very like attractive mass pop star. Not attractive like looks wise, but yes.
Well, he sells out like if he goes on tour, he's going to go to stadiums or like arenas. I should say.
It's interesting that he doesn't get much radio play anymore. But I kind of like it because now Like he's
it
not
keeps him weird.
Yeah, and it's not like I feel like people are coming around on John Mayer.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like him when he was a very popular pop star.
It's just because, well, you're
He
talking
was
about
also an asshole.
guys.
He was
guys
al-
didn't, guys didn't
John
like
Mayer used
John
to be
Mayer.
quote unquote gay.
Right, yeah. Guys didn't like John Mayer until it came to light that he was an asshole. And then guys
Yeah.
were like, can't put my finger on it, but there's something about this guy
That I
that's
like.
it's just appealing to me. He seems to be really just inconsiderate. I saw Hotel Artemis. We both saw Ocean's 8.
Yes.
Did we? I don't know. It could
Did
be
you not
could
see
be a
it?
bit.
Oh.
Could be a little joke
oh,
like last time. That
that
was a classic
well
joke.
executed joke.
Classic joke. I saw Hotel Artemis. I'll just quickly give you a little play-by-play of Tillman's first scene.
Okay.
All right. So
Spoilers?
maybe we'll see.
Okay.
So this is his first scene. So the movie opens and it's set in the future. There's riots going on in L.A. and these guys are robbing a bank, and they've got masks on. But it's one of those things in movies when bad guys wear masks, you can always tell which actor it is,
Yeah.
which makes me think as long as anybody in the city knows who has seen that person before, they'll be able to get him through a mask. Masks are actually kind of pointless.
My favorite thing is when they wear the stocking masks,
Yeah.
like those little pantyhose
Yeah.
things. It's like, who the fuck I can see your face?
Yeah,
Why did anybody ever think to do that?
because they don't want to be seen at their worst. They're acting ugly, so they want to look ugly.
Okay.
So they're there, and right off the bat, you're like, "Ooh, that's Sterling K. Brown. That's Josh Tillman. They're working together." And so they're robbing this bank, and they're leaving the bank because the cops are going to be there in a couple minutes, in their estimation. So they walk out of the bank. They got this little sneaky side exit, and here's how it goes. I've got another plan. Hey, man, you didn't tell me that you're going to change the plan like this. You're not in my crew. I don't trust you. I don't know you. Hey, police, freeze. And then Josh Tillman's character dies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no. So that's the extent of...
He's like, hey, man, what's going on? And Sterling K. Brown's like, you're going to die in a second anyway, so I'm not telling you. And then the cops show up, and some guy shoots at the cop, and then the guy immediately kills Josh Tillman.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I was like, are you kidding me? Because I went to see...
Because of that?
Yeah. And then even after, because he was listed kind of high in the credits, and...
Probably by order of appearance.
that honestly could have been it. But after, in the movie end credits, because they do like the Jodie Foster, Sterling K. Brown, so-and-so, so-and-so, with that fucking guy with the eyebrows from 24, and Jeff Goldblum. And then they do, like, all right, now here are the other assholes. He was the second other asshole. So that's still kind of high.
Yeah.
For somebody
Interesting.
Who just literally says, hey, man.
Now that I think about it, I feel like you can't really have Father John Misty and Jeff Goldblum in too much of the same movie. They're both eccentric.
Yes.
Commanding the spotlight here.
It was I tweeted after, my only takeaway from that movie is that there was just an awful lot of pretty people in that movie. Jeff Goldblum, obviously. Sterling K. Brown is a babe. Does Sterling K. Brown have an accent? Is he American?
I think he's American. Why? Does that take him down a few notches for you?
No, he's just so handsome that I'm like, I bet he's
Like
English.
handsome in like a I always look tired way.
Ooh.
He looks like he
Tired of being so handsome?
Maybe. It looks like
I would be
he's
if I were
always
that
like
handsome.
He's always like an hour or 2 hours short of a good night's sleep.
Yes.
He's from St. Louis, by the way.
So
Probably not an actor.
jury's still out. Maybe he studied in England and did that thing that we all do, where if you're in a city where they have accents, you just subconsciously you start kind of talking with an accent. Have you ever done that?
Nope.
You go down south, and then like 2 days in, you're like, "Hey, I reckon we're
No, it happens with me when I watch like a Harry Potter marathon on TV. All of a sudden, I'll just have a British accent for like 3 days.
Yeah, I'm actually more just. I guess I don't necessarily do the accent thing, but like if I watch like a lot of fucking Queen documentary footage, which I am wont to do, I'll just start calling everyone love.
Oh, well, you did that after the Kings. If you watch Kingsman, you just called everybody bruv for like,
so
14 weeks.
That's a perfect example. I was so excited. I just like had that in me that I love that about Freddie Mercury, by the way. He called everyone either love or darling. And I for sure called people darling forever after I saw Grand Budapest Hotel. Have you seen that movie?
Yep. So
good. One of the best movie scenes ever is when they do like the little montage at the end of the whole trial and everything. And what's his Ray Fiennes?
Yeah.
Ray Fiennes is on the stand and he's got his legs crossed and he's like gesturing and just like cackling and making jokes and everything in the whole courtroom. He's just like fucking hamming it up. Absolutely love that guy. Are you bleeding?
No, I got scratched by my dog.
Oh,
so did you last week?
It's going around.
Yes.
Then
my dog is like. So the worst part about leaving the house, leaving the nest, was leaving my dog behind with my mom. Mm-hmm. But the best part is every time I come home, it's like the first time that I've seen the dog in like a year. And she just goes nuts. But the worst part of that is that he always fucking scratches me up.
So Summer scratched me the other day, and I noticed as we were going to sit down to do a little pee casting that she drew blood.
Yeah, she got you pretty good.
I was like,
like high on your body. It was like on your like upper arm.
It was my face. It was everything. And we were saying like it's just like a very weird, like kind of exciting feeling when a dog draws blood from you because you're like, ooh, if I wanted to. I could have you killed now, which is the most fun. Like I obviously don't want to, but it is a kind of
nice
weird
to have that power.
It's a weird thing to have happen to you, where somebody does something and then you're like, "Well, ball is in my court right now, and you won't believe what they would let me do with it." But I'm not gonna do that. I like to hang that over Summer's head now, though. Fuck, what were we talking about?
Hotel Artemis.
Hotel Artemis. Oh yeah, and then,
how was it?
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Better or worse than Ocean's 8?
Oh, way worse.
Okay.
Ocean's 8 ruled. Jenny Slate, by the way, also in Hotel Artemis. And Jenny Slate is almost like in my when I wore a younger man's fucking I was trying to think of something funny that I wear. I don't really wear anything funny, huh?
No.
There's no
mustache. You have a mustache now.
Ooh, well, yeah.
It looks pretty good.
When I wore a younger... It sucks. I just trimmed the mustache a week ago, and then I was shaving yesterday, and I was like, I'll leave the mustache for a little bit. And I was like, now I'm leaving the worst version of this mustache. Anyway.
Go up from here.
Yeah. When I wore a younger man's fucking Revere collar shirt, I like when I would see Zooey Deschanel on something, I'd be like, how does somebody that pretty even work? Like how does that even
You think that
exist?
about Jenny Slate?
That's when they're doing like close ups on Jenny Slate's face, I'm like,
really?
Damn, that is a very pretty person.
Really?
Well,
like I think she's attractive, but
in like a non-classical way. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that she's attractive, and I love Jenny Slate, but it's never like I never get that feeling.
I think she's a very pretty person.
For me, Jenny Slate is always like I'm not like asking for her. Like I would never be like, I wish Jenny Slate was in this movie. But when she shows up,
when Lights Camera Podcast is like, build your dream cast to Space Jam 5.
I would not pick her, but like especially for Space Jam 5. Don't know what happened in the next 3 or 3, yeah. But like it's when she shows up, it is a like, oh my god, I fucking love Jenny Slate.
What if we started to keep our rap battle with Lights Camera Podcast going, what if we started sending kind of passive aggressive tweets mocking how they tweet? Because I don't think they listen to our podcast enough that they would definitely hear that we plan this.
Yeah.
But what if we just start doing like exactly what they do?
But in a mocking way?
Just in a little mocking way. Just like build your next Ocean's 8 cast. And it's like it's slightly different shade of yellow in the background from the one that they use. And then if people are like, oh, what are you doing? It'd be like, I thought that we had a content stealing deal with Barstool. Clearly,
It's like
part of my take.
It's like when Nathan Fielder did Dumb Starbucks.
I still don't I still don't completely know who Nathan Fielder is.
Really?
I just know that this week's the Nathan for You is unbelievable.
Yeah, every week.
Do you remember how pissed Ryan Lambert got at us?
Oh yeah,
he got really.
A lot of people got very mad.
And they're obsessed with this week's Nathan for You. He sent it to you as like, oh, I guess if it's not pretending to be gay, nothing's funny to these guys.
Yeah.
And it was like, well, yeah, it's not.
Ryan Lambert likes to get mad about stuff. So, like Dumb Starbucks, he basically like created Starbucks, like it used the exact logo and everything.
Oh yeah,
he like started like an actual store that was called Dumb Starbucks, and he got away with it because of parody law.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so we could steal all of Lights Camera Lights Camera Barstool stuff. And just say parody law.
Lights Camera Dumbcast. And starring fucking your
Jeff Blow.
Yeah. Ooh. Jeff Blow. Trill Tollins. Because he's a freak. And Menjack because he's a
LCP
stupid
Dick
guy.
Whack.
Yeah. What's that?
LCP Dick Whack.
Dick Whack. Nice, man.
Nailed it.
Yeah. No, Ocean's 8 was way better. I thought that Ocean's 8 ruled.
I thought that it was fine. I thought that it was like good, but not great.
I really liked it. I haven't seen any of the other ones though. I've seen Ocean's
11.
You
haven't seen Ocean's 11?
I think I went in and out of watching Ocean's 12 on a plane, but I didn't have too many questions about the other ones. Is Ocean like I didn't miss much, right?
Ocean's 11 was
just
really
the trapeze.
good.
No, I'm saying like in order to follow Ocean's 8.
Like the trapeze guy.
Yeah, that was the
Did
only.
you get that or no?
Well, when they were like, "Oh, we visited an old friend," they were like,
"Oh, really?"
The
in the
crowd.
theater?
Yeah.
Like I thought that was cheap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't really like it. I thought that the way that they brought him back in was sort of cheap, and like they just used it to explain. Like it was like a plot device to explain how they were able to get away with that twist.
But
and I didn't really love it.
There seemed to be a lot of references to past things that I don't necessarily know happened in previous movies. Like, was the ex-boyfriend, was he in other movies?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff is built around Sandra Bullock,
Right.
her fine ass's past.
Well,
And
she's Danny Ocean's sister, who was George Clooney.
And George Clooney, they say, or has died.
Maybe.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did he die at the end of? Did he seemingly die at the end of a previous one?
I don't know. So I didn't watch like Ocean's 13, or that's the last one. He was in that one. So if he did die, it was in that one. But I don't know.
The fact that he wasn't in it at all,
The fact that they kept it open ended
and was killed off, made me want to go back and double check that George Clooney didn't get Me Too'd. Because that was just like the handling of like we don't talk about him anymore.
Like
right?
That's
what happens. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Like if you get Me Too'd, you're fucking gone.
Yeah.
They delete you without a trace.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey fucking knows.
Yeah.
All the money in the world. Literally deleted out of the movie.
Right. They just fucking bye, bitch. There wasn't a man in this movie until like 25 minutes in. They have a meeting about... I noticed like 15 minutes in, I was like, I don't even know if they've showed a guy yet. And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Best one I've ever seen.
No, George Clooney, Danny Ocean did not die in Ocean's 13. So this is the way that, but they left it sort of open ended in the movie because they say that he's dead. They say that he's dead, but Sandra Bullock's character at one point says like, I don't know if he's really dead, and obviously he's a con man.
Yeah,
that's it. There's certainly a possibility. I thought for sure that there was going to be a cameo from him, like event at some point in the movie.
Yeah,
like a quick little thing.
But this was, I mean, this cast was, we said previously,
unbelievable.
Was like pretty fucking star-studded. It was not hurting for any cameos or
definitely not
anything like that.
Especially,
although I didn't hate the Heidi Klum cameo.
I didn't hate the Olivia Munn cameo.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There was a lot of like, because it did the whole revolved around the Met Gala,
which perfect.
Yeah, awesome. And so there was a lot of celeb cameos there. I thought that the cast was obviously really good. I was disappointed in like a couple of them because I just didn't think that they really had an opportunity to shine, or just like they didn't pack as much of a punch as I was hoping. Like Rihanna was one of them.
Yeah.
Mindy Kaling was one of them. Like I thought Rihanna's character could have been a lot like funnier.
Yeah.
And sort of like more wacky. They all were like pretty straight.
But I was thinking like as I was watching Rihanna, I was like, when you're playing a hacker, do you go like observe hackers, or do they like build in like stereotypes about hackers into your character? Because she like wasn't like outgoing or whatever. She had
but she wasn't like a recluse or anything either.
Yeah.
She was just like a normal like sort of hip person.
Yeah.
Like I was like they could have made that character a lot more like eccentric.
Who is your favorite character? Other than Sandra Bullock.
I was gonna say Sandra Bullock.
She's such a babe too, by the way.
Kate Blanchett is also a babe.
Kate Blanchett, that's
the blonde one.
The blonde one.
The like her second in command.
Oh,
not the other blonde one.
Was the other blonde one? This could be problematic.
American Horror Story.
Okay, that's not Gone Baby Gone.
No.
Gone Girl. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
right?
Gone Girl. No, it's not her. No.
I was like, I know that this isn't this girl, but I gotta ask. gotta have the discussion.
No, it wasn't her. So like one of my favorite parts of the Ocean's 11 world franchise was like how weird and wacky a bunch of those characters were.
Well, my favorite character, other than Sandra Bullock, was the youngest one, the shoplifter, the handsy one.
Oh yeah, she was great.
Yeah,
so she was like what I'm looking for in an Ocean's movie.
Yeah,
she was very.
She was just
like a wild card,
right? She had, I don't know how old she was. She was clearly the youngest out of all of them, but she had a 5-year-old's like attitude.
Yes,
an
aura.
Right? Yeah, exactly. But she was as smart and capable as any of them. But just like she didn't even know how to give a fuck.
Yes.
So so I could see what you're getting at there, where like they need more of that. But I mean, this was my first foray into the Ocean's world. I was never particularly interested in seeing the other ones, obviously, because I could have hit up that Blockbuster and rented it a time or two. I never did. But is Ocean's 11 like a really good movie?
Yeah, it's awesome.
What happens?
They pull off a heist. They rob a casino.
Yeah?
Yeah. And they do it in a very, it's very similar to this one. And I thought that this one was a little not far-fetched, but like a lot of things went conveniently their way.
Oh, okay.
So like I like the Ocean's 11 heist a little bit more than
they got
this
some
one.
puck luck.
Yes, exactly. I like the Ocean's 11 heist a little bit more than this one.
Is Bernie Mac a funny guy in the first one?
Yep.
Because I remember everyone would say like, you gotta see Ocean's 11. He was so funny.
Yeah, he was the dealer. He like faked being a car dealer, and he was great in that one. Also, Matt Damon is in those ones, and he plays like a socially awkward person.
So the only clip I've seen of Ocean's 11 is like Matt Damon's walking by Bernie Mac or something, and Bernie Mac gives him like one of the little flinch things. He said he's like he calls him like a cracker or something, and he's like cracker, and Matt Damon like just fucking.
Yeah, he is like
can't.
this skittish.
He's so scared.
Yeah, so they have a very interesting array of characters. But Peter Gould,
Elliot Gould?
Yeah. He's in those.
Boy, does he look old now.
Yeah.
Did they make him look old or?
No, I think he's just old.
He was old.
He's been around forever. He was
Wow.
old in Friends.
Yeah, that's true. He's a grandfather. Ross was having the kids.
Yeah, man, with his 8 wives.
Oh yeah,
but. So he was in the original, and he was like the guy, the family friend of Danny Ocean, who helps get all these people together.
Nice.
So that was like a nice little cameo from him in Ocean's 8.
Know who's a babe is George Clooney. I feel like we could run back that conversation. But see, this was like if we were to do a how did everybody look in this movie. Obviously, it was a lot was because it's built around the Met Gala. It was like very fashion forward.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know how old Sandra Bullock is, but goddamn,
I know. I mean, the one thing you could definitely tell that she's had some work done. But
you think so?
Oh yeah, oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
I noticed that like in the first 5 minutes, but she does look unbelievable. And like there are scenes like the prison scenes where she's not wearing a lot of makeup, which I'm sure like she's wearing makeup, but like it is a very minimalistic look.
Yeah,
she still looks.
Oh
unbelievable.
yeah. When she was having her parole hearing, I was like,
also she crushed that scene.
Yeah, I was like, how? I mean, I'm trying to think like the other way. I know. I guess that is true. Where there are like people who are into like handsome criminals. You know, where like they like write them letters and they're like, look at this guy. Yeah, he fucking did these unspeakable things, but isn't he so hot? I'm like, what a fucking freak. I would actually be that for Sandra Bullock's thing. I'd be like,
that's one of my complaints about the movie too, is that there's not enough prison Sandra Bullock. I wanted that because I thought that like the first 5 minutes is like her in prison and getting out, but like her interactions with the security guard as she's checking out, and her like the false false whatever.
You know what she does a lot of? She does this, and Anne Hathaway does this. The smile as you're dealing with the person, and then as soon as you walk away, your face changes.
Yep.
Love that.
She stole that move from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, she does that. I wanted a little bit more of that. Like she pulled that off really well, and I like how prisoners can kind of manipulate.
Yeah, like once they've seen and experienced shit that your brain just doesn't even fucking know. So socially, they can fuck you up.
I wanted more of that.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway, also great in it. I love Anne Hathaway. Her character was hilarious.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah. She was like this like hilariously but kind of realistically
like
vain
vain person.
Yeah, like this is all built, the whole thing's based around a necklace, and when they put it on her, she's like kind of having sex with herself, looking at herself in this really pretty necklace, and it's quite hilarious.
Hey, DJ, did you know that 66% of men lose their hair by age 35? You're now a 30-year-old, so you only got 5 years left.
Well, I don't think any of us have 5 years left, to be honest,
well,
depending on the vulnerability of the grid. Go on.
The thing is, when you start to lose your hair, it's too late. It's easier to keep the hair you have than to get it back, so be proactive. Get 4 Hims, because 4 Hims is great at helping you keep your hair. 4 Hims should be your solution because it's a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness, wink wink, for men.
Ooh.
Hims connects you with real doctors.
Not really into the wellness. Have we discussed this before?
Yes.
Once or twice?
This is what this podcast is about.
Yes.
Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat hair loss without having to break the bank. They also no snake oils, obviously, because not big snake oil guys.
Horrible week for snake oil.
Is it?
Yes.
What happened?
Julian Edelman
Oh, is that what he
got
took?
popped for PEDs, and he works with Alex Guerrero, so a lot of snake oil talk this past week.
Okay.
Snake oil has been trending for a while.
For Hims, you don't have to go to waiting rooms, no awkward doctor visits to tell them about your balding or your bad penis. Save hours by going to forhims.com. Just answer a few quick questions, upload some photos. A doctor will prescribe you with the prescription meds that you need. Products are shipped directly to your door. And For Hims has even shared real before and after Instagram photos posted by actual clients, and they are awesome. So to order now, our listeners get a trial month of Hims for just $5 while supplies last. See the website for full details. This would cost you hundreds of dollars if you went to a doctor or pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/brunch. That's forhims.com, forhims.com/brunch. It's forhims.com/brunch. Fix your hair. Fix your bad body, your gross male body.
You're specifically the
part.
The part that at best is still gonna be bad.
Yeah. Make it less worse.
It's the worst part that could exist on a person.
So
that part.
If you're not gonna have hair, at least have a working thing.
It's still gonna be bad overall.
Yes,
probably. Speaking of men and health, how about these two healthy boys? On Saturday, we opened and shut down the club in a day drinking type thing.
Yes, that was one of the sloppiest days that I've had in a long while.
Really?
Oh yeah. At least in the way I think that I kept it together.
Yeah, I was gonna say
face.
You were clearly having fun. Mm-hmm. I'm just not good. I've said this before. I'm terrible at picking up on who's drunk and who's not because
you're also drunk.
No, well, like I'm also drunk, but just sometimes when I'm sober, I'm more animated than I usually am. So I don't know. My drunk dar isn't very good.
I like to give people credit and the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, oh, that person's having a real wild time. Like they're feeling themselves today.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like, oh, that person's drunk.
Ooh, they got on the sauce. They got that liquid confidence.
But yeah, I pulled a lot of fucking rookie moves on Saturday in terms of my performance.
How so?
Well, first off, I left my debit card at the bar.
Oh, yeah, hilarious.
That's a classic rookie move.
Which is funny because
found a solution by canceling it and ordering a new one rather than driving 20 minutes to go get it. Lazy and ashamed.
Mm-hmm.
So I took a Uber home, and this Uber had lollipops in the back seat.
Nice.
And so I grabbed a couple,
mm-hmm.
went home, sat on the couch, I guess tried to watch some TV before I went to bed. I don't know why. I fell asleep with a lollipop in my mouth, which, let me tell you, I'm lucky that I didn't fucking die.
That would be the funniest, funniest way to die. What happened to Pete? Well, we went out and he drank a lot that day. Oh, he drank himself to death? No, he choked on a lollipop.
I woke up the next morning on the couch with the fucking lollipop in my cheek. It was like stuck to my cheek.
Ugh.
And I like had to pull it off. So the teeth on like the right side of my face still fucking hurt.
Oh, I think should.
I think that like maybe there's a possible dentist situation that might have to be
nice cavities, bro.
I had to rip it off the side of my cheek. I also was drooling, and I had like lollipop drool all over my shirt, and ruined my shirt. And like I was just a fucking mess. I woke up the next day and was just an absolute disaster.
That's disgusting. Also, it interests me because I don't know that I've ever, when drunk, had a sweet tooth.
Yeah, I don't think I was craving a lollipop.
Yeah.
It was just there.
Yeah,
and I was drunk, and I was like, "Whoa, lollipop!"
Yeah, you were settling at the end of the night.
Yes, which I don't know. Maybe I might send a scathing email to Uber saying, "Hey, problematic. You're gonna be picking up drunk people at 2 a.m. or this was not 2 a.m. It was probably like 11 p.m.
Yeah, we were saying what time we shut the club down. We were like, man, we got there at like 3, and we were like, can't wait to get drunk Tasty Burger at like 4:15. No, this was probably like 1. We
left.
We left the club at like midnight.
Jesus.
And then got burgers.
Yeah, so don't put lollipops in the backseat of your fucking Uber if you're going to be driving home drunk people.
Yeah.
You'll have some blood on your hands.
Yeah.
Maybe some cavities on your hands.
You got nothing more on the sweet tooth when drunk thing? Have you ever done that before?
When I think sweet tooth, I think like candy, but
Yeah.
no, I'm not. I never like crave candy ever. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
like
always crave
non-chocolate
food.
candy. I agree. I sometimes I for sure want chocolate, not when I'm drunk, but
I don't ever crave candy, like chocolate or otherwise. I'm always like a ice cream or regular food.
chocolate's great. You know what chocolate is? Decadent.
Oh,
That's one of those words. I love
that's a
things-
word that's only used for chocolate.
yes, I love words that are only used for just one thing. There's like 60 other examples, and of course I can't think of any of them right now.
I tried to order a fucking coffee at Starbucks today, and apparently I just did the wrong thing, and I ordered a chocolate milkshake.
That's so fucking cool. I want to go get one of those now. I've just been looking at the melted ice situation.
That's why I hate going to Starbucks, because I only order off the board, like when
Nice.
there's like a picture of something, because
Yeah.
I don't know what anything else fucking means at Starbucks.
Yeah.
It's all a foreign language, and apparently I ordered in the wrong order today, and then I had to drink a chocolate milkshake instead of a coffee.
Then what happened?